But
So
if you guys
ponder
ask
and-
where
Expand
an
the
object
surrounds.
is at current, it would tell you a direction. It'd be like a compass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like over here, over here.
The thing is, like any small angle adjustment from like where it's based.
Yeah, you guys are at the corner of the map. So.
Yeah. Also, like if it's anything like like there's a chance it'll point at this, but if it points like somewhere like over here in this area, it's could. Be
Oh, it's at the
pinging
top of the
thing.
tower. That's actually over here.
Yeah, yeah. It could be like there, but it's like pinging past this. It could be here, but it's hitting that there. I don't think it's a bad idea, honestly. Like it might be like the only way to like get the seed as well as the directions.
Yeah, that's
So, I
my
mean, might as
vote.
well just
Ask the
them that.
plant where are things that can help us on our journey through the zone, and then ask it if it has any requests before we go forward with the seed plan. Because that's, to me, the best option.
Yeah. All right. Anyone opposed to that? I think that's the.
I'm not against it. I'm just trying to think if there's another path.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I don't see
Yeah.
any other path. The only thing that keeps coming to mind is conjure animals. But if we need to kill the
Kill
creature
another
in order
critter.
for, then that won't work because when they die, they just out of existence.
I tried to entertain it again from the perspective of NPCs, and I was like, what if plant growth somehow keeps it alive and stuff like that?
Mhm.
All this stuff that Kasai could tentatively try to do. But I don't think any of them are solid enough on their own to further that avenue along. I think they would be very instrumental in helping another avenue, but they are not the avenue in and of themselves,
Yeah.
which is the catch of this.
It's also a matter of how difficult would it be to maintain the seed as we're carrying it? Because I imagine it could last for way longer.
Don't be exposed to any fire damage.
Right. But the seed itself wouldn't survive in a bag of holding kind of thing? Do we know that?
Given that a bag of holding is a vacuum, at least that's how I imagine it.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't be
I would-
terribly long.
Yeah, I don't think it would.
Because the seed, I mean,
Seed can remain dormant for a good while.
Yeah.
But there's just between being dormant. Like, if I put, like, a seed in, like, a microwave and microwaved it for, like, 20 minutes, I don't know what will happen to the seed.
No, probably nothing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think by that logic, because that's what a vacuum is, at least in space, I don't think that would be helpful for the plant, at the very least.
no.
Mhm.
You'd end up with a snack.
Moonlight sunflower. Moonlight Shemetsky. Enjoy it. Kasaya has expertise in eating such seeds, so she can eat it and get more.
I liked you better when you smoked.
All right, so yeah, so you guys want to seed shelf fridge the moonlight blossom.
I
Yeah,
think that's the best option.
yeah.
Just don't be exposed to fire damage.
Do we have like any container we can put it in? That's not.
Can we
a
find
bag of
another
holding?
jar?
I mean, there are other jars, yeah, but it would still apply. Like, don't be exposed to fire damage.
Yeah.
We could put it in like a glass bottle. I'm sure there's some of those lying around somewhere.
All right. Well, the seed is not gonna. It's not a small seed. I'll say that.
Is it
My
like
next
a-
question
like
is
a
how big is
football?
the seed?
Like
It's not a bag of grapefruit.
grapefruit. We could
Yeah.
potentially put it in a pot with some of the soil and then make sure to seal the pot.
You guys are fucking walking around with a goddamn kitchen in your backpack.
Oriana's not carrying
I mean,
that one.
yeah.
She already has a little jar with a slug friend.
Yeah, the other thing, don't expose that slug to radiant damage. Or I guess any damage whatsoever, because if it dies, then
Yeah,
it's just
it's
gonna
like
reappear
1
somewhere else in the
HP.
void. Yeah, so
It gets
you guys now have some very important things
Payload.
to keep on you. So- All right, so it sounds like we have a plan going into it. So
One whole plan.
let's finally get into it. Good planning sesh. Good planning sesh. I think it was very
Half an
productive.
hour in. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, since you know, the discussion wasn't had prior, we had to have it now. So that's like the bottom line of it. Like, this is the reality of it. So, what happened last time?
We recuperated after our ambush at the hands of the morphed guys and big fuck off plant. And I don't remember what happened before Alexander Manon and Elora ascended to the top of the lighthouse. Did anything happen before that? What was everyone else doing while we were doing that?
Dark side, healing. Try to find specifically. Yeah, not a ton happened because people started rolling really bad. You guys went upstairs. A number of us kind of investigated the slugs and things. Eventually, Vaso says, "Hey, I hear something." How was it described? Vaso hears something. Something squishing footsteps. Along those lines. Disgusting. Flesh on muck.
And that
we
ended
come-
up being Zoabu,
Yes.
right?
Zoabu.
Yeah. So the reason Zoabu
Mr. Footman.
came here
Footman? John.
was because upstairs when Alexander Manon and Elora were investigating the plant, Alexander instructed Elora to go get me one of them slugs, alive or dead, is what he said. So Elora chose dead, but because of a bad rule, kind of had to. She killed one or two slugs, which Zoabu, the pot with arms, freakishly long arms and legs, sensed the dead slug, and like as though we were chumming the waters, it arrived like a shark, looking to get a snack and some small semblance of power from the slug, which we learned after the fact were basically souls of people who died here, or were here for too long. But we did hand over one of the slugs. Alora getting like a weird pruny hand from touching one of them. And in exchange, he did, Zoabu did outline our sort of initial path about like what we would encounter on the way. And he seems to be telling the truth. Oh, at one point, Manon did kind of sneak off to try and kill one of these slugs so that she could give it to Zoabu. Oriana caught her and let the rest of us know. And yeah, we all kind of voiced our disapproval of that. Alexander even threatened, summary execution if someone were to try and sacrifice one of these slug people to Zoabu. And it seems like that message was loud and clear. But I didn't roll any insights, so who can say? What happened after that? After the Zoabu situation?
Moving from there, what happened next, actually? Nope, that's a plant finale. I don't want that one. I want... Let's see. Okay, so after Zoabu takes his leave, we get the information from him about the path that we're now avoiding, probably half of it. Manon investigates a spot that is, I believe it was like a alchemical kind of lab. Discovers that there is a hidden door with the help of, I believe, Anushka. And they discover that it was like some storage area kind of thing that ended up leading down into the pit. So, as an out-of-game thing, It might have been a pathway for us to sneak up and attack them. We didn't do that. We instead fell into a hole.
I didn't realize I was muted. I think it was Kasai, wasn't it, that helped?
Uh,
I actually don't
maybe?
remember.
I have a
Could've
bit of a
sworn it
bias
was
on this
Kasai.
because when I was having to edit the videos, I remember Anushka got a natural 20 related to that area. But then the video glitched out, so I couldn't remember exactly what the nat 20 was to specifically. So maybe
Okay.
Kasai helped, maybe Anushka helped. Manon, with assistance of the rest of the party, discovered that this led to a secret area. Them having to come downstairs to investigate that ended up bringing a number of people towards the kitchen area to gather supplies to try and help the plant that's upstairs that's asleep, kind of dying because voidic corruption kind of thing. Which during this time, Oriana was trying to so weird, trying to gain the trust of the voidic slugs to try and talk to them. One of them, yeah, just casually. One of them seems to be chill, just crawls on her boot. She tries to talk to it and discovers that it can understand Morse code. Not exactly one that Oriana knows, but eventually, after asking them, like, hey, do you guys know any different forms of Morse code? Keenan is like, I have a bit of sailor knowledge. Maybe I could help with that, with sailor Morse code. And then Blair also popped in like, hey, here's a friggin' book. It's like, okay, that's also very useful. We end up talking to her, or, well, discover it's a her. She used to be a fairy woman. She kind of used to know this area before obvious renovations to it happened. So if we want to ask her about stuff going forward, she might know what it at least used to be. Like the place of power she might have vague knowledge of. Again, she's a fairy woman. She wasn't like a mage or anything, so she wouldn't know like super in-depth details on stuff like that. Like she knew the plant existed and it was a century. That's about it. Wasn't her pay grade. Aside from that, most people went upstairs to investigate the plant and assist with the plant. Some very intelligent plays went down of basically making a magical gumbo with moonlight, with purified water, then dump a bunch of sand in there to add as a filtration thing, which wasn't purified, but adding it to the gumbo kind of purified it. So all this stuff combined that we ended up supercharging the plant and making the plant cool, and I think it became more intelligent from this whole thing, I think. A number of us stepped forward, it poked them on the head, and started talking to them telepathically. So you could also ask the plant for information on this area, and it's surprisingly like very good at communicating, unlike me currently. Which is more than I expected from a plant, but it is a super magic plant, so, you know, there's that. I feel like I might have glossed over something. Delva tested out his healing gun.
Oh, yeah. Sure, Nishka.
Yeah, and Oriana.
Yeah.
Blair and when we were talking to the Potman, I'm gonna roll it back a little bit. When we were talking to Potman, Blair and Kasai were both trying to, because they found like tunnels that led outside, so they went outside and they tried to stealth and sneak and hide in the bushes in case something went wrong and we had to attack the jar. They rolled so bad. Like one of them rolled like single digits, the other rolled like a 13. And the boss was like, hey, are those your friends over there? And it's like, oh, it feels bad.
I've never seen those women in my life.
Hi, honey. I mean, yeah. We have Hafren in a little jar to carry around with us. I just had it. I had in my notes, like, what was this? How did I write this down specifically? Yeah. Kasai and Alessander went mom and dad mode on Blair for a second. And I think Kasai got like a natural 20. And Blair's like, all right, fine. Stay downstairs. I just found it funny. And I think that's kind of where we left off, which was upstairs, talking, or a number of us talking to the plant. Marika, Kasai, and Oriana kind of saying back. Oriana mostly because Void Slug, Radiant Plant. Thank you, Fred, for pointing that out.
Wait, staying behind, not
okay.
talking to the plant?
Not talking to the plant. Oriana's not
American and Kasai absolutely are talking to the planet.
Oh, they were? Oh, I thought they weren't. Okay. I remember them sitting back for some reason.
Blair was.
Blair was. Okay. Listen to your mother kind of dad. Alexander would definitely be that, and he was definitely that last week. Anyways, that leads into this week where we were just discussing our plans and what to do.
Extensive amount of planning. Let's see here. Just open that up. I did think of one other avenue as I was being reminded from your guys' recap. Like that. So we'll get to that shortly as soon as I can find the bloody music. Kingsfield, ancient city. There we go. So, you guys are, well, I guess all of you are at the top of the lighthouse currently. A number of you having interacted. Began communion. Also, the bot's not playing the music. Why is it not playing?
Zodiac!
For God's sake.
Zodiac, please.
Don't say please. Don't
There.
treat her with respect.
Exactly, she doesn't deserve it.
So, a number of you are communing with the Moonlight Blossom, as I'll henceforth refer to it. And, yeah, it is awakened. It is resuming its sentry duties, and as you guys confirmed, it does not consider you trespassers. So go you. That would be pretty funny if one of you got shot with a moonlight lance and pushed off the top of the lighthouse and fell 200 feet and died instantly. That would have been pretty fucking funny, not gonna lie. But
Thank you for reminding me.
oh well.
Intruders detected.
Yeah, it would have been pretty great. It's also a good thing you didn't feed it a slug, because that might have
Oh
corrupted it as
yeah,
well.
yeah, I forgot about that.
But yeah, fun times. So as you guys are talking about plans, Hafren is present in a jar, a cloth-lidded jar, and the flower is capable of hearing. It's just that you guys want to hear it. You guys have to go to one of its telekinetic vines, for lack of better words. Not telekinetic, telepathic vines.
Telekinetic vine, it just grabs something.
And, you know, you guys arrive at the decision of, like, yeah, we really... Very limited options here. Rather, limited in the ones that are palatable. And this is one thing I did remember, or thought of, while you were recapping. Delva does chime in, probably one of the few times he does. I know we're against giving the flower one of the bodies downstairs, but if our main concern is the corruption of it, can't we just give it some sort of protection?
Oh,
Like
like a
what?
protection from good and evil thing.
Yeah, like the spell. I know a lot of clerics and druids have, or I don't know if there are any of that. He gestures at Kasai, that poultice remaining, but if we have it, we could sort of. He like sort of pauses at the awkwardness of what he's about to say. Slather up its vines. Vasa just goes.
No.
Vasa just goes.
Punch him.
Yeah,
in
you're
the arm.
twins in. You're. He punches you back. Don't punch
That
me.
was terrible, horrible language.
I'm just trying to. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's a
No,
good
no,
suggestion. It's not a good way to word it.
Seemed pretty accurate to me.
The wording was fine. Now, I believe the poultice would be the best bet. However, the spell, I imagine, would be more effective, but for how long?
Right, they normally only last for like an hour or something, right?
10 minutes.
Psycho nods. It would be an hour, and whoever is casting it
10 minutes.
would have to focus on such protection.
Hmm. Oh no, 10 minutes. Huh?
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alec has been
Okay.
whispering this whole time.
I
Yeah.
totally misread that. I thought put a sword wasn't on. Huh.
Nah. protection.
You can't. Okay.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. No,
Control.
I forgot. I was in an errata. If you cast it on a plant-based creature, it does last an hour.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I would
Wait,
if you were casting it at because there's precedent with this a lot of spells. If you cast it at a higher level, it could last longer. There you go.
Hey.
Yeah, so if Kasai were to cast it at second level, or whoever casts it, because she's not the only one that has it. Well, she doesn't have it right. No, she does have it right now. Okay, never mind. If you cast it at second level, it would last an hour. It would still be concentration. Though. That's it.
That makes it a lot more palatable.
Why
If
doesn't
anything,
it
we might
have
have to
a-
cast it like one other time while here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it can come with us, right?
Certainly could. Good thinking, cadet.
He's just a salute at you. Boss just sort of kiss us. America punches him on the arm. Ow!
Thank
I
you.
got punched so much today.
I just imagine America on the one side, Oriana's on the other.
Hold on, where's my prop?
Women.
That is very, very
They're both of
sexist
them
of you to
punch
say
it.
that.
Yeah, both America and Oriana.
I mean,
punch
so
him
far
in.
the only 2 people that punched me today are 100% women. Just
Yeah, what
saying.
about we freaking 3? Right,
Thus proving my point.
Would you like me to remedy that?
please.
Okay, the bit's going a bit far on this one.
You see Vasu get like this like reminiscent look, and it doesn't take a high insight roll to tell he's thinking, I'm his all.
I miss my homie.
It's like, bro, he had my back.
Aww.
To be fair,
Distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Perzal. No, per fucking.
Vaso.
So Jesus.
To be fair, Oriana's trying to punch him the first time. It's like a playful thing, and now it has been construed.
We start lining up like that one scene from
They're like
Airplane.
airplane.
Oh yeah.
Smack, smack.
Calm down. Excuse me, doctor, you're needed on the line. Oh, calm down. Excuse me, attendant. I'm an expert on this. Okay, then sure. Calm down. Pulls up.
Pans down the line. You see people with like baseball
Someone with a
bats and
club.
tire irons.
I think I've ever seen this old lady with a gun.
Yes.
She has like a 38 revolver. Anyways.
All right, yeah. So actually, yeah, with that in mind, if we are going to take a long rest, during which that flower can like snipe things for like 8 hours. And at
Well,
the end
that's
of
the
it,
thing. Like, if you bring that up, like the flower will, tell you to whoever's on the phone with it right now.
me, hello.
I'm afraid there's very little to be seen out there. Very little to be punished. At current, at least.
Because there's no prey for it out there to warrant leaving their dens, I imagine.
Right.
Well, I would like to see a demonstration of what you can do if you do see something out there.
That's the only thing I can
I'll
do.
roll a
is attack.
D100. I'll roll a D100.
Anything, even if it's like a
Okay.
fucking like
It goes 1 to 10,
Freaking bird.
11 to... Fuck, wait, that's 90 remaining, so it'll be 11 to 40, 41 to 7. So basically, the first 10 is 10, and then 30 intervals afterwards. Lower is better.
ooh,
Not bad, actually. Pretty good.
Okay.
fire the base cannon.
There is a rather ominous urn floating out there.
Urn.
Oh, we know about that one already.
Oh. I do it.
Long arms.
No arms.
Oh.
When you guys saw Zuabu, he like brought himself into his jar and just sort of
Okay, yeah.
floated. So he does look like a normal
Oh.
urn when he's floating out there. He's like a bob.
Do we think we can end Zoabu?
God.
The
Oh.
helpful
Do we
NPC,
want
no!
Can
Oh,
be
He's
you
meant to get you to sell your souls. Wait, he literally is trying to get you to sell your souls. Just not your soul, but the souls that
The
you have in
souls.
your possession.
Do you think you could? Would it be in your power to end it?
I do not know.
All right, out of character. What do you guys think?
Oh my god. What happens if we fail though?
The crossbow does not know the hardiness. The
Yeah.
crossbow does not know the
Yeah.
hardiness of the target it's shooting at.
Mhm.
How many
And-
times
and
could the
it's too
flower
late.
shoot him?
And it's too late to
once-
judge like how healthy it is.
Do you guys think
Probably
it's worth the
once.
risk?
Probably once right now, and again in like another
30 minutes?
minute.
Minute, okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
you just
it's
keep
decently
shooting
fast.
until it's
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
that what would happen? What would be the fallout if it doesn't die? Is the thing.
Probably
It
would
then knows where...
actively try to sabotage you for being assholes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It knows where
Yeah.
attack
How
is.
dare you be good Samaritans and shoot at me? The man who tries to eat and sell souls.
Hey,
Or buy
he's
souls.
just an entrepreneur. Unfortunately, we're just not in this
He's just a
business.
businessman, yeah. He's...
We're just corporate, that's all.
We're just- Here, we have some complaints.
I mean, you guys are a company, so...
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Damn it, we've been setting this joke up for 20 sessions.
Thank you. I'll be here all evening.
All right. Well, I think
Will
I think anyone there will see.
I think it's
Alexander definitely consider it, but
Tell you guys what. One of you roll me a d100.
I'll do it.
Since this is before you roll, since this is 25, we'll do the inverse of it. So 75 is like the fail area. Everything 74 and below is grass.
Oh no, but I keep rolling 76s. I rolled a 76 earlier.
I don't know why you
Sorry,
volunteered.
I'm giving you my energy. See,
Thank you.
it worked. I think
Your
we'll
energy
crit.
subtracted like 20.
It like stops for a second and just sort of like puts its flower pointing upwards, and you guys could see its pale blue, almost white sort of petals pulsate for a second, like with light, just like a homing beacon, I guess, or like a road flow, well, not road for a landing light.
Yes.
There are others out there, specters, monstrosities. There is another like you out there as well.
Like us.
Like you.
In
do you
what
mean?
way, like us?
Mortal.
Whereabouts?
Humanoid.
This is in the
Off
tower.
a ways from here. Off a ways from here. There is a temple. That is where they are.
Oh yes, did the Zuabu tell us about that as well? Yes.
The madman?
Yeah, I think so.
Just-
I think so.
Correct.
Can you see
Is he
what
the
this
sane or he's
humanoid
mad?
is doing?
Okay. Let's. No, this is an idea 100 roll, so I guess it. This is a very weird thing to ask the plant to roll perception, so I think it's pretty wise, given how much it's been through. And I'll give a proficiency, because it is a century. Actually, I'll give it expertise. It's supposed to be a century.
It's its job.
I'll give it a 3
How
proficiency
good at
bonus.
his job.
Makes sense.
Could
You
be
have such a good
better.
mod, and it's a curse.
Could be better. Definitely could be better.
18 something to shake a stick out. Let's... Oh, does that have guidance?
Would have guidance, yeah.
Oh
Actually.
yeah. D4.
Hey, it's a 20. Let's go.
Hey, we were 20.
Even,
What's your
even
number?
20.
Who among you is connected to it right now, or would want to have been connected to it?
Alexander.
I mean,
I
I
was
guess.
speaking to it when we last checked in.
Here, we'll make it
so I
easier. Let's have one in
assume it
chat.
would
2 is for no, 1 is for yes.
Fun.
If you don't put one, then it'd probably be none. There you go.
Okay, sure.
So, to those of you that are connected to it, you guys see for a moment. It's like if you guys ever played Subnautica, it'd be like when the fucking Leviathan like flashes
Oh.
into your mind. You still have like your vision, your normal vision, but in the middle of it, it's like a flashback is playing in front of you, like as if like someone were putting a hologram in front of your eyes, like an AR sort of setup or VR, whatever. No, it's AR setup. You guys could see this sort of wind trail of petals just sort of swirling and swifting all down rather towards the church. You guys get a general overlook of the most direct path from, I guess probably change over the map, the most direct path by the bird fly, so to speak, from where you guys are currently to the temple. And you guys see at the top where its bell tower is, one individual sat upon a box, a long rifle cradled in their arms as they like have their arms crossed, and is just constantly surveying from the top of his perch, just staring. He looks to the stalkers of you. He looks slightly reminiscent of a stalker in the sense of like he is entirely fully garbed except for his eyes. Like he is wrapped up, not exposing any skin or flesh except his, eyes. But that's a common thing. You need to maintain visibility. Fun stalker facts. Yeah, he's just constantly surveying, and he very seldom blinks. Like as you guys observe him over the course of like a minute, he blinks like once. And now I roll a saving throw to see if he detects if there's something up. Okay, so let's see. This will be what was that? So 3. So okay.
Points per minute.
As your guys' vision is like sort of like dwindling, like it's sort of like it's like shrinking in and out, like a warbly portal. He looks like he sits a bit more upright and just grabs his rifle and begins staring and peering, and then he like looks directly like at the camera, so to speak, at you guys, and then your guys' vision goes away.
I think we got jump scared.
Yeah, so you guys know what this individual looks like. He reminds, to those of you that aren't Alistander, he does remind you slightly of Alistander in that ever-ready, slightly paranoid, maybe more than slightly paranoid mannerism. If I had to really lay it out for you guys mechanically, I'm not confirming this, but if I were to like just pick an analogy, he probably has the alert feat times 2. Like, he's probably really fucking paranoid.
Probably why he's still there.
He's a paranoid schizophrenic.
Schizophrenic and has a gun. Yeah.
I invented the terms.
Oh.
Is it cat time?
So, that's what you guys get. To Keenan, can you roll me your religion or your perception, your choice? Or your arcana.
Let's see.
That also works.
I will go with religion. It's not the highest modifier, but it's the thing that he would look to for guidance. Let's see.
Yeah, I bet.
Alistander, you can roll your arcana at disadvantage if you want.
Oh, that's
Yo.
good though.
I do want.
You both do get guidance.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Make sure it's on. It is.
Wrong one.
Hey, not bad.
As your guys' visions are pulling back, these moonlight petals, or moonlight blossom petals, sort of like reverse. If you guys have ever played Portal 2, imagine those like gravity wells that like push and pull. It's like that.
Mhm.
As you guys are just the same way you guys went forward, you guys are pulling back the same way. And as the two of you, specifically you two, are pulling back, Keenan, you feel the presence of this moonlight energy about you, around you, and beyond. Somewhere out there. Alistander, as you are pulling back, you just sort of have this innate sense of magical power and prowess. Again, like feeling the ozone around an electric fence. And you are still capable of feeling and seeing from your actual perspective. This thing's just sort of an intermission in the middle of your vision. You could feel that humming of energy from your gun. And as you're like wondering what is causing this peculiar sensation, you get the feeling that there's something out there for you. Something that might satiate your gun's desire. Weird thing to say, but welcome to America.
Moonlight Gunsword.
Like Gunsword. So, congratulations. You two are aware that there is a moonlight presence of power out there somewhere in this area.
Well, like in this area? Between here and here?
No, just that it exists somewhere.
In this
Okay.
In this cordon, correct.
Did we get this flower's name, if it has one?
It doesn't have a name. I think you guys asked that last session.
I feel like we
Must
did.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
don't.
And yeah, it doesn't really have a name. It's a flower. I mean, I guess you guys are free to name it.
Albert.
Petal. Albert.
Oh,
Albert, the female flower. It is a
Alberta.
Yeah.
it is a feminine voice that speaks to you guys. So
For
Speaks.
Francesca the flower.
that you guys want to
I
go
like
with?
Albert.
no.
I like Albert.
No,
This is the
No.
name you guys will have to live with the entire campaign.
And,
I do not.
Oh
Who's
no! I
what?
was beaming.
Like I think I can
can't
speak
hear anything
to
you're saying,
the
keep
two of you from campaign 1. I'm pretty sure you guys, when you guys named it Nevi, which is short for Nevros, which is in retrospect a bit funny and racist. I bet you guys were anticipating hearing like that name carrying across like 3 campaigns. So
Yeah.
you know whatever you name NPCs might be for a long time.
In that vein,
Maybe
what about
Francesca?
with Flora?
What about Celine?
Celine
No,
Dion.
because that would confuse the shit out of me if Katie. Katie's there.
I do like Celine.
Yeah,
Celine
Celine's
Dion.
Why
kind
not?
of cute. I kind of like that.
Well, it's not Albert, but I guess.
Exactly.
no
That's why it's good.
Has any of you guys played Undertale? Flowey the Flower.
Flower,
We're not
the
naming it
We're not
flower.
naming it Flowey.
Flowey.
Flora's like the closest I was willing to go for it because it's
It's
like
a good
actually kind of.
I
rare.
do like Celine.
Flowey's a menace.
Mm-hmm.
Friendship pellets. That's what this
Oh.
flower shoots out.
What if we just name it Haffron? Happen to
Half
flower, happen to slug,
would probably get
happen-
pretty mad at you for giving the fucking flower her name, but it's not like she could do anything to stop you.
Yeah, I like Celine. It's a nice one.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Oh.
You guys tell me.
He's the one who chose it.
Hold on.
No, that looks wrong. That looks wrong.
That
Yeah,
is
no,
one
That's
of
how
the
you spell
correct.
Celine Dion. So that is a
Yeah,
way
that's
to
one
spell
of
it.
the
Oh, okay.
It's also not Celine. So you guys tell me.
This one was what I was. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking. It's for moon in Greek.
Oh,
It's nice.
there we go. Perfect then.
That's why I thought of it.
It's gonna find a moonlight
Cool.
sword.
It's a moon goddess, I believe.
You guys return back to your. Well, I guess you're always here, but your normal vision returns, and you guys have that fun insight into the madman. Insight into the madman. I think that's a chapter in Bloodborne. So bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Oh Christ! I came from my brain. Right.
If you guys still, if you guys want to pursue the seed option, you guys are still free to. If you guys want to indulge Delvet's lunacy, there's a lot of moon words. Lunacy.
Yeah.
Not intentional. That's not intentional at all. But now I'm just realizing it's like, huh? Yeah. And indulge in Delvet's lunacy. You could also begin starting to do that.
I absolutely do.
I don't think his is a bad idea, especially with the prospect of like providing it protection of some sort.
Mhm.
But like
They're
that's the
gonna
main
long
thing. I was
rest.
thinking.
I don't know how much is left of the poultice is a thing. That is the thing. There's not much left of it.
Right.
But Kasai could try to figure out how to make it.
Can she do that over the
This
course of the
environment?
long rest?
Probably.
I mean, there's like
Okay.
a botany type setup downstairs, so like,
Yeah, that's we're like where her thoughts are. Like
yeah,
so far, you guys haven't exactly found research notes, but to be fair, you guys haven't exactly
Yeah.
looked that hard at the botany library yet.
yeah.
I'm trained in
I have a
arcana, so I
logistical
can-
question, Crash.
Yes.
If we do a long rest, I could prepare some spells that I haven't prepared. But
Yes.
the big sort of question is, what would I have access to in terms of material components? Because I didn't prepare any in advance. I do
Which
have
ones are
500...
you eyeing to get?
I'm not entirely sure. It was the one for ceremony, so like the silver powder for holy water, and then I also had a thought about maybe for divination. It should.
I
list
think
the
these are
components there.
all well within the realm of possibility for you to brought with you as a stalker, right?
Yeah.
If your guys' occupation is as dangerous as it is, and its only selling point is how rich it makes you, I think detracting from your own budget to do your job, I think is fair game.
Okay. Let's see.
So you can
for
have it.
ceremony. Thank you. It would be
Silver dust is
Bloodwater,
probably super common amongst all stalkers, not just the
25
ones that
GP.
spellcast.
Oh,
In
they're
case you ever
both
need to go
basic
throw it in
things.
some fairy's face or something.
Flashbang.
I'll deduct 200
With the
GPs
silver
worth of components then.
You can just have it for free. You don't need to. You can what's the term? Expense it. You can expense it to your team's budget.
All right, fantastic. Thank you.
Cool.
So-
Uh,
Are you guys grabbing a long rest then? what's happening?
yeah, we're gonna try, but I am going to ask in what direction that sort of strange feeling, that strange power, that strange moonlight greatsword that I felt, in what direction that might be in.
You
Yeah,
asked
I'm also curious.
Celine, newly dubbed and christened, Celine, that, and I will roll for her. I will use the same roll as the one before, because it's basically.
20.
If she gets a nat 20, I will tell you exactly where it is on the map.
No,
I will tell you exactly where it is on the map. If she gets a 19, tough shit.
Do I have inspiration by chance?
Please,
I don't have
please,
inspiration.
I
please.
have inspiration.
Please.
Take my inspiration.
Yo, it's
Please.
like a dog.
Oh.
shit.
That's
That-
better!
No!
Guidance,
Oh.
guidance.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it could get 25?
I won't make it a nat 20 though.
I'll make
It won't
It's
be,
a
yeah, no
25.
guidance won't affect a nat 20.
Hold on a second.
It's very disappointing.
Are you trying to
see
dig
here.
something else up?
Champion.
Wait, are you looking at your birthday tome?
I already used Champion of Fate. Oh wait, change any one of your rolls.
I will.
20.
If you
Oh,
guys
what
want to
are your rolls?
burn a divine inspiration, I'll constitute that as this as well. That's fair.
We do have a
Because-
party
you know what?
one.
I was gonna say, don't we have a party one that we could
You guys
use?
do have a party one.
I do have a party one, but I feel like I'm the one that wants this the most, even if I'm not the one that's most likely going to
Benefiting.
use it. Just because I'm a
I don't
fucking
know.
Dark Souls nerd, so
Wait, hold on.
I'm willing
Actually,
to.
before you commit to that, do I have an extra one? Because I think I have like an extra. I have,
You-
I have an extra
you-
divine inspiration. We could.
Yeah,
Just
you have some compensation for helping me out. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wanna
I have
use
a
it?
freebie. Totally, absolutely. Because like I also really want this fucking sword.
oh shit! In that
man,
case, can I have my? No, never mind.
There might